Ladies and gentlemen, we are here for the playoffs of the Shuckle Premier League Season 1. Yeah, I didn't think I'd do it. You didn't think you'd be here. Quarterfinals, watching the boy, watching the Detroit Steel Wings in the quarterfinals. I didn't think I did. If you've been a believer since day one, let me know down in the comment section down below. But we have made it to the quarterfinals, and the way that this is working in the quarterfinals is that the top 4 seeds had the selection of whom to choose if they would like. The top 4 seeds being MV, Mephisto, Joey, and Thomas. And Joey picked me. Now, I have not battled Joey in many years. And we both commented on the last time that we played, he hacks the shit out of me. So we're hoping for a clean game this time. I'm really looking forward to this matchup. If you guys are excited, leave a like. If you're new, subscribe. Looking at 50,000 subscribers by the end of next year, and you can be a part of that movement right now. Really looking forward to this matchup, honestly. It's a terrifyingly good matchup. And by a terrifyingly good matchup, I mean in favor of Joey. I'm terrified, but I think I've got the team to do it. I debated being like cheeky and like it's you know, I didn't think I'd get this far. Let's just, you know, but I wanted to still play semi-seriously and bring some hopeful good tech that, you know, maybe somewhat predictable to like a seasoned player, but maybe might catch him off guard, you know, so we'll see exactly what happens. Of course, there'll be some text floating somewhere on screen in post-production if you guys want to hop right on ahead of the battle. You should always watch the team builder, though, because otherwise you're going to get halfway through the battle and be like, why didn't this happen? Because you should have watched the team builder. That's why it happened. Anyways, if you're not subscribed to Joey, please make sure you subscribe to Joey Pokeaim, ladies and gentlemen. He is looking to hit 500,000 subscribers. He pulled me out of Draft League retirement. You're subscribed to me and not subscribed to him. I don't know what's going on with you. You know what? No, don't go subscribe to Joey until he does a co-op project with me. Joey, I know you're watching this in the recap. We better do a goddamn showdown live soon. All right. Anyways, appreciate your time. Hope you guys are excited. Use code CBAD to save 10% off Glitch Energy, the official sponsor of the Detroit Steel Wings. And yeah, you guys are going to start to see some teams appear on screen right about now. Joey's team consists of Dragapult, Quaquaval, Torterra, Clefable, Heatran, Azelf, Overquill, Thundurus Therian, Appleton, Grafai, and Chimecho. He has 3 Terra Captains, Torterra with Terra Ground, Fairy, and Electric, Appleton, Terra Grass, Fairy, and Steel, and Chimecho, Terra Psychic, Fairy, and Electric. While he does like Terra Torterra, he has been shown to use all 3 of his Terra Captains. If I had to pick 6 that I think he's bringing Dragapult because it outspeeds everything on my team, including Iron Bundle. So it's just really easy to either just run a Scarf and make sure he outspeeds every iteration of anything. It's not an unburdened booster. Or he can just run Specs and comfortably identify a Scarfer and just hit really hard from there. I think it'd bring Dragapult. I think Unaware Clefable has to show up. I have so much setup potential on my team. I feel like Unaware Clefable definitely has to show up. I do think Quaquaval shows up. I think Quaquaval is really good into my team. The combination of water and fighting and then its ability to set up with Aqua Step and Moxie are really good. Thundurus Therian, once Donphan goes down, Thundurus Therian runs my team with electric moves. So I think Thundurus shows up. I definitely think Torterra shows up. I definitely think Terra Electric Torterra shows up to this matchup. And then looking at like a final one, I'm toss up. Like I think Azelf could show up. Azelf has a good speed tier. I think Heatran could show up as a pseudo ogre punch check. So that last slot, I'm going to put Azelf / Heatran. Leaning more towards, if we're going defensively, leaning Heatran with like maybe an ability shield and flash fire to be able to take an Ivy Cudgel, but could be Overquill to help out with Toxic Spike or something like that. Could be something completely different. Could be something completely different than 6, but those are the 6 that I think he is bringing. So terrifyingly good team. Does have a lot of hazard setting potential, very minimal hazard removal, only rapid spin on Quaquaval. He does have the only heal bell user like in Scarlet and Violet with Chimecho, so very good steal at 1 point overall. But all that being said, let me go on ahead and start talking about the team that I am bringing here today. First up, we are bringing Iron Grandpa, the Iron Bundle. I did not realize that I have brought him to every single game this season, so he's not sitting out on playoffs. Iron Grandpa, the Iron Bundle, rocking his choice specs with the Quirk Drive ability. We have Flip Turn, Ice Beam, Hydro Pump, and Freeze Dry, 112 EVs in HP, 180 EVs in Special Attack, 216 EVs in Speed with a modest nature. So what does this do for us? So I am bringing Terrain to this matchup for Iron Bundle support. With this spread at 216, so let's start here. So Quark Drive, the highest stat is going to get boosted under Electric Terrain. I wanted that to be speed. Right now, outside of terrain, we are outspeeding everything but Dragapult. In terrain, we're outspeeding everything, including like a Scarf Azelf at base 115 speed, I believe it is. Yeah, 115 speed. So if he is Scarf Dragapult, he can always outspeed me even with a Quark Drive boost. Like, that's just it. I will not be able to ever outspeed a Scarf Dragapult with Scarf Iron Bundle, unless I ran a Scarf with this spread. But Choice Specs was the way to go because it does just absolutely demolish his team. 180 EVs in special attack with a modest nature gives us 361 total for our special attack. So we're hitting really hard. The Choice Specs is hitting really hard, but the Quark Drive's still going to pop our speed once that happens. And the rest of the EVs, we had 112 left over, tossed into HP just to take maybe some sort of hit just in case. We do have the odd number of HP in case he does get rocks up. He does have like I said, he has very reliable hazard setter, so we got to be careful about that. Next Pokemon we are bringing is Cheeky Man the Pinkerton. He is rocking the Terrain Extender with the Electric Surge ability, Spikes, Toxic Spikes, Memento, and Discharge. 252 EVs in HP, 252 in defense, 4 in special attack with a bold nature. Now, Discharge is nice for a little bit of para if we do need to get some sort of speed control, 30% chance for that. Spikes go a long way. He does only have one spinner in the form of Quaquaval. Other than that, we can get Spikes up pretty nicely. Toxic Spikes can be absorbed by either Grafaiai or Overquill if they do show up. I'm thinking Unaware Clefable, so a Toxic Spike might go a long way if I can get 1 to 2 layers of those set up. Memento is nice, allows us to set up on some things. We got to be careful. I'd expect Infiltrator Dragapult because I do have Klefki for screens, but he could be Clear Body to prevent those stat drops on there, so something to just keep in mind there. But really just physically defensive to be able to hopefully take a hit. Discharge again is there for the para. The Terrain Extender giving us the 7 turns of electric terrain instead of the 5, so we can get most out of our Quark Drive Choice Specs Iron Bundle. Nothing really too crazy there. Next Pokemon we're bringing is the Bonk, Ogerpon Hearthflame. She's rocking her Hearthflame mask with the Mold Breaker ability. Ivy Cudgel knockoff, Hornleech and U-turn, 96 EVs in HP, 252 in attack, 160 in speed with an adamant nature. With this spread, we are outspeeding at Quaquaval and below, so the only Pokemon that outspeed us are Dragapult, Azelf, Grafaiai, and Thundurus. Thundurus hits hard, but we do resist some of its moves, so that's good to know. Grafaiai, we got to be careful if it does show up. Azelf just has a ton of coverage, and then Dragapult's just a problem. Ogerpon is here to break this week. Ogerpon is not here to sweep. Ogerpon is here to break. Knockoff, removing items is great. The reason I think Heatran might show up with Ability Shield and Flash Fire is to have a Ivy Cudgel immunity, which is why we have Knockoff to hopefully catch it on the switch, remove the Ability Shield, and then our Mold Breaker goes through Flash Fire. Actually does a sizable amount of damage to max HP Heatran. Hornleech is nice for the recovery if we are up against any of his Pokemon that don't resist it. It's always good to keep that recovery around. We are 25% weak to rocks. And U-turn, if we do decide to go for any sort of momentum, there's a toss-up here between like this, Bulldoze, something along those lines. But ultimately, U-turn to help us stay aggressive in this matchup, which I think is what we're going to need to do in order to pull out the W. Next Pokemon we are bringing. Love this set. This was 20 minutes ago. This was a Alolan Raichu, but it's not. So maybe I'm saying that in post-production is going to bite me in the butt, and everybody in the comments like, should have brought Raichu. We're bringing Fishman, the Hisuian Quillfish. I think everybody likes Hisuian Quillfish more than Alolan Raichu, but let me know which sweeper you like better in the comments down below. He is rocking his Lumberry with the Intimidate ability. We have Swords Dance, Gunk Shot, Liquidation, and Scale Shot. 252 EVs in attack, 52 in special defense, 204 in speed with a Jolly Nature. We are Terra Poison. The game plan here is to set up a Swords Dance in front of Unaware Clefable. And you're like, but he's unaware. What are you going to do? Terra Poison, Gunk Shot, Okos, Max HP, Clefable. I think Jolly, there's a roll, but it's still a roll in our favor to knock it out. So any sort of chip damage on that ahead of time is going to be nice unless he's like the poison resist berry. The reason I'm rocking the Lumberry is because Quillfish, like the Clefable can't do too much to us. Like it can knock off and go for a Moonblast, and go for a random coverage move. But really, it can go for like a Thunder Wave if it really wants to. Like if he anticipates me to set up, we'll be able to eat that Thunder Wave and go for the Swords Dance. Scale Shot is nice because as long as it's not Clefable, Scale Shot does a good amount of damage at +2, and it boosts our speed by +1. So at 204 speed with a Jolly Nature, we are outspeeding Heatran and below, which is good. If it is a max speed Heatran, at +1, we are outspeeding the entire team barring any sort of Choice Scarfers, which is really nice. So Gunk Shot goes a long way. Gunk Shot is an 85% accurate move, so 15% of the time my life sucks. Liquidation is nice for the Heatran, which is always a good thing. And like I said, Scale Shot's there. Scale Shot does a sizable amount of damage to Dragapult, but it really is just there to get our speed boost off. Not too much priority on his team. He does have physical priority mainly. In the Overquill and the Quaquaval both have Aqua Jet. Dragapult has Sucker Punch. Appleton has Sucker Punch. Maybe Quackleval comes with the Aqua Jet. I don't see much else other than that coming. So I'm feeling pretty nice with the scale shot there. Next Pokemon we are bringing Splash and Man the Cresselia. She is rocking her Rocky helmet with the Levitate ability. We have Moonlight, Thunder Wave, Moonblast, and Psyshock. 252 EVs in HP, 64 in defense, 40 in special attack, 152 in special defense with a Calm Nature. So with this set, we are 3-hit KO'd by Scarf Dragapult. It can go one of two ways. He's either going to be Scarf or he's going to be Specs, in my opinion. Specs, I can deal with a little bit once I get a boost. Scarf is going to be a little bit harder, but easier to like sponge hits off of. So we'll know immediately if he's Scarf or Specs, depending on the damage. With this spread, we are 3-hit KO'd by Scarf Dragapult. My plan is to lead Cresselia just all the time. Tossing off Thunder Waves is going to be nice. Moonblast and Psyshock are really good against his team, and then Moonlight is there for the recovery. Rocky Helmet for any sort of physical damage from something like Quackleval, from any contact moves on like a U-turn Azelf, maybe even Overquill as well, Grafai, things like that that'll hit us physically there. Last Pokemon we are bringing is Tummy Man the Donphan. He's rocking his Rindo Berry with the Sturdy ability, Bulldoze, Rapid Spin, Knockoff, and Ice Shard. 252 EVs in HP, 4 in defense, 252 in special defense with a Careful Nature. We needed a Pokemon to check Thundurus. We needed a Pokemon so Cresselia can take on Thundurus to an extent. Let me pull this up here. We can take on Thundurus to an extent if it is Choice Specs. But like Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt, I mean, Choice Specs Thunderbolt is still a 3-hit KO, so we do get some good damage off in Psyshock, but we do need immunity so it doesn't just Volt Switch all over us. So we do have the Rindo Berry there to be able to eat a Choice Specs Grass Knot. If he is Scarf Thundurus over, maybe it's Specs Dragapult and Scarf Thundurus, because the Thundurus barely outpaces the Hydreigon, so maybe he might Scarf it to outpace the Scarf Hydreigon, something like that. Scarf Thundurus, much easier to deal with. Like I pretty much said, the Dragapult. Scarf's much easier to sponge hits off with and deal with, in my opinion. If it's Specs, we do have a game plan there. So Knockoff is really nice to remove items. Ice Shard is great priority for Pokemon like the Thundurus, for Pokemon like Dragapult as well. Rapid Spin is there to remove hazards. I will say it again. He has very reliable hazard removal. And then Bulldoze over Earthquake. He's got some pretty fast Pokemon, and some of our Pokemon are naturally a little bit slower. So Quillfish running pretty much max speed, but still slower than some of his faster Pokemon. And then Ogerpon being paced to outpace only base 85s and below. If we can get a Bulldoze off on something that's a little bit faster already, Ogerpon might be able to come in afterwards and knock it out, or at least force a switch to where we can put ourselves in a more aggressive driver's seat there. Ice Shard, Rapid Spin, Knockoff, Bulldoze, Rindo Berry's there. Yeah, that's really the team there. I'm looking forward to this matchup. I hope you guys are too. Of course, let me know what you think of the team in the comment section down below. I'm going to cut to team preview and I'll be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, I had to make sure I was recording. We are here, the quarterfinals of the SPL. Detroit Steel Wings versus, oh my God, not the Bronx Bear Digs, Newark Dreamies. Oh God, oh God, I'm already nervous. I'm already nervous. All right, have fun. All right, no Clefable and no Heatran is so wild to me. No Clefable and no Heatran is so wild to me. So he's got the Overquill, he's got the Quackleval, he's got the Thundurus, got the Torterra, okay, and then the Azelf. Okay, so really, like, realistically, I said Azelf or Heatran. No Clefable, mind-boggling to me. Absolutely mind-boggling to me. I'm going to lead off with... So let's see, rockers. Let's see what he's got. So Azelf could rock. Azelf could rock, Torterra could rock. Overquill can spike. I still think... whether it's a Thundurus or a Dragapult lead, I lead Cresselia. Wow, I'm legitimately floored by no Clefable. I wonder if he just knew that I'd like stress about that too much. So super fast team. The bottom three just absolutely fast. Just fast AF boy. Okay. All right. That's how we're gonna do it. That is how we're going to do it. We got Intimidate available for the Overquill. We got Intimidate available for Torterra. We got Intimidate available for Quackleval. This, if you remember the match against Vivid where I swore on my foot that he was bringing Terra, Steel, Water, Absorb, Poliwrath, that was me. Heatran really a toss-up. That for me was unaware Clefable in this matchup. Some sort of spread on it. So to actually not see it come, wild. Bonkers. All right. What do we got? Leads off with the Thundurus. Beautiful. Okay. So choice specs. We eat choice specs. Psyshock is good damage. I really don't mind. I don't think he'd stay in. I think he'd just Volt Switch out, right? I think he'd just Volt Switch out, right? I don't think he'd knock off and take the damage on this, right? I'm gonna go for a Thunder Wave. I think he switches. I think he just Volt Switches. He U-turns. Beautiful. He's gonna take some Rocky Helmet damage. Doing 18 to 22 to us. Yep. Okay. So he has that just in case I would have went to the Dawn fan. So this Thunder Wave is going to be nice. Goes on to Aepharos, which is the Azelf. We're going to be able to get a nice Thunder Wave off on this. Okay. Now that that's paralyzed, before he gets rocks up, I think we go out into Donphan on this thing. No, let's keep Donphan healthy for this. I'm going to go hard Ogerpon here. Goes for the Reflect. Very nice. Now, through a Reflect, Knockoff is still doing a considerable amount of damage to this thing, along with anything else. Because he got... Oh, big crit. Big crit mattered. Big crit mattered. I remember what he had. Light Clay? Oh, that's huge. Ogerpon KO's Azelf with Knockoff. Okay. That was a big crit. What's coming out next? Yeah, through the... Oh, that 1,000,000% mattered. Javlantis, which is the Overquill. All right. I just U-turn here. I'm faster than this thing. Oh, I'm not. I should be? 85. Is that Scarf Overquill? 296. That is Scarf Overquill. Okay. Okay, locked himself into Poison Jab. Is this a... I think it's a good opportunity to go into Donphan and just knock off something. We saw the Intimidate on here. Okay. Yeah, something's getting knocked here. Goes out into Thundurus, that's fine. Yeah, he withdraws. Okay. Goes out into Quackwaval. Oh my god, he was Fling Big Nugget. Get out of here. Joey Pokeaim, I am so mad at you. Okay. Probably Fling Big Nugget for like... press? I'm imagining. Swords Dance. Okay. These +2. Okay. What do you got? He does get U-turn. And he does get knockoff. Okay. We're sitting at 79, so knockoff always kills me. Ogerpon did its job. Ogerpon did its job. Just goes for the Aqua Step. Okay. I would have lived that. I'd have lived that. That's unfortunate. Okay. Quackwaval KOs Ogerpon with Aqua Step. It is Moxie, so it is now +3. Okay. So... Let's go on a Cresselia again. Cresselia takes a +3 Aqua Step, 66 to 77. We're sitting at 79. That's +3 Adamant. I'm going to go for a Thunder Wave here. Gets hurt by the Rocky Helmet, which is fine. We get a Thunder Wave off. Okay. So now paralyzed. He's still sitting faster than us. I need to go for probably a Side Shock here is what I'm thinking. If he's faster than me, yeah, let's just go for the Side Shock here. We'll get good damage on him if he gets fully paralyzed. Okay. Still getting Rocky Helmet damage. Quackleval KOs. Cresselia with Aqua Step. He is +4, +3. Okay. Reflect wore off. So what if Quackleval +3 paralyzed? Oh, if he's +3, if he's got to be Adamant, right? Based off that damage. I gotta go on Iron Grandpa here. Based off that damage to Cress, he's got to be paralyzed. He's got to be Adamant. So +3 paralyzed, right? Yeah, +3, +4. I'll just go for a freeze dry here. Because Jolly outspeeds me, but I'm pretty sure based on that damage, he was Adamant. Okay. We'll knock this thing out. Okay. Iron Bundle, KOs, Quackleval with Freeze Dry. Beautiful. Okay. That thing's down. That's a monster down. Reflect has gone to... All right, we're still in this. A little scary. We're still in this. IMO. Goes out in a Pen Terror. Dragapult. So if he's Scarf, there's a chance that I don't live this. Let's go into Pinkerton to take this. There's the Dragon Pulse. Well over half. All right, so that is Timid Specs. He's going to knock me out here. Oh, I'm going to get a free switch. Okay, maybe he feared like Sucker Punch or something. Goes out into Riceros, which is the Thundurus. All right. Is this time for Quillfish to do something? Pinkerton KOs itself with Memento. Maybe not. Maybe this is the Iron Bundle time. Maybe I do just start throwing off Ice Beams now. Let's go for it. All right. All right. This is Iron Grandpa's time to shine. I think with the... Yeah, I think I just spam Ice Beam. I just spam Ice Beam until I drop. He withdraws. Goes that into Javlantis. Choice Specs Ice Beam doing a lot to this thing. Choice Specs Ice Beam doing a lot to this thing. All right, Overquill, Bundle. KOs Overquill with Ice Beam. All right, that was a Scarfer. We've got a few more turns of terrain left. So he's got to keep some things in the back there to deal with me. Three. Anybody's game right now. Goes down to the Thundurus again. Okay. I'm going to go for another Ice Beam here. All right, Bundle KOs Thundurus. What? Are you Assault Vest? You are Assault Vest. Oh my god. Well. You have to be, right? Incredible. All right. Thundurus. KO's Bundle with Discharge. Okay. We're gonna go into Quillfish here. That's our bet. Okay. Now then. Let me see. Quillfish, Thundurus. Discharge has a chance to knock me out. I'm going right for Scale Shot here. We're faster than this thing? Interesting. All right, Quillfish KOs Thundurus with Quillfish KOs Thundurus with Scale Shot. All right. Torterra comes out here, right? Yep. All right, now Torterra. Torterra, I am going to go for a Terra Poison Dunk Shot. What do we got, Torterra? He's going to knock me out no matter what at -1 defense unless he sets up a Shell Smash here. Is Terra ground? Terra Electric, probably, I would imagine. It is the Terra Electric. Okay. A Poison boosted Gunk Shot doing 61 to 72 to this thing. Assuming he has no investment. That is a lot of investment. Goes for the Iron Defense. Okay. Leftovers? All right. What if he's not? I'm just thinking, what do I go for now? Do I go for a Swords Dance here? I'm gonna go on a Donphan. I'm gonna reset the defense boost to the defense drop here. Goes for the Synthesis. Crazy. Oh god. Okay. The good news is Bulldoze is going to be able to drop some speed here. We've seen the Iron Defense. We see Leftovers. We'll be able to knock off the lefties. Would just be dual stab after that. All right, he is now +4. We'll get a speed drop there, so we should be faster. We're going to knock off these Leftovers. Terrain disappeared. All right. I think at this point we get really lucky. I did not expect like the super bulky Thundurus. I definitely thought Iron Bundle had that in the bag. There's the body press. Doing a fair chunk of damage there. I'll go for another bulldoze. Okay. There's the iron defense. So now he has +6. So we need to get super lucky with these. We need to get super lucky with these gunk shots here, I suppose. We would need a crit, and I already got my crit earlier against the Azelf. There's the body press. Okay, Torterra. KO's Donphan with body press. Okay. So at +6, body press probably kills me, I'm assuming. If I like go for a swords dance, does that do anything for me? All right. Do or die time. Big +2. If I crit all 5 hits of scale shot? No. All right. Big +2 gunk shot. Bring it down to a 1-0. Come on, Fishman. Nope, not at all. Do I get the poison? No poison. That is going to be game 2-0 to my man, Joey Pokeaim. Man, that Thundurus was crazy. That Thundurus was crazy. I did not... That had to have been... We're going to do the post-game interview over on Joey's channel. That had to have been like max special attack, max special defense Thundurus with an assault vest. That's so crazy. That is so crazy. Good for him. Good for him. Joey, GG's, hell of a game. Guys, if you're not subscribed to Joey, like I said earlier in the video, don't disregard my Showdown live comment. Go subscribe to Joey. Hell of a game, hell of a player, hell of a guy. Looking forward to looking at his team in the post-game interview over on his channel. But that is going to be it for our season in the Shuckle Premier League. First season in 3 years. We made it to the quarterfinals, which I'm excited about. I hope you guys have enjoyed this season. We will be back in January with DLC 2 draft leagues, Season 2 of the SPL, and Season 2 of the Pokemon Premier League. Spoilers, there'll be 2 of them coming your way. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. If I don't see you on any YouTube videos till then, because you only watch draft league content, I hope you have a great holiday season. I'll catch you back in January. Be great. Do great. See you on the next video. Later.